talking about, Yorda! The rest of you weren't half bad either!
A shame the finale is upon us, but all good things must come to an end.
Look out!
From the sides! We meet again, whelp. Decrepit lion.
Well done, A-Rank Bracer. Your reaction speed was satisfactory too.
End of the road, you little shits. You and your pissant assistants better say your prayers to the goddess while you can, Arkwright.
Get off your high horse, coffin dodger!
You may have got the jump on us, but we're gonna turn the tables! I think you should be the one doing the praying, you old two-bit has-been!
Zeros, target the armored monsters!
What a wondrous display of synchronization! Let's enjoy this macabre dance until death do us part!
I'm game for that. In fact, I'll even up the ante!
Ix, you are really pissing me off! Stop being like this, you dumbass!
Finally ready to go all out, huh? About time.
We will bring to light your true identity, here and now!
All right. You're up, Tin Can.
Roger!
What the?
Shard-based chaff?
They're only the catalyst for that.
If I work together with this thing here, I can create an opening, but it'll only work once.
What the hell?!
Such impudence!
They made an impromptu flashbang. Where? That's the real attack.
Enough foreplay.
I knew it. There's no doubt about it now. Not with that hair color.
Wait, what?
Her skin and her hair.
You mistook me for someone else, didn't you? The eye of a true warrior can discern truth from falsehood. Isn't that what you were taught?
I swear, you guys just have diversion after diversion up your sleeves. Well, there ain't much point playing up the mysterious masked villain act now. You're one of Almada's former top executives, an overseer of the Gardens. And the psychopath I thought I killed last year, Melchior of the Thorns!
It is most wonderful to see you all again. You all may have been off the mark with her identity, but you did well to catch on to mine. Although, I suppose you'd have to be utterly dense not to, what with Giacomo and Harwood present.
Agreed. With me here, the truth should have been as plain as the nose on your face. It's been too long, Melchior. Hard to believe we never once crossed paths during all of last year's tumultuous proceedings.
Indeed. I was so very disappointed that we didn't. I went to great pains polishing the illicit techniques you so graciously drilled into me. I wondered how would they fare against your poisons. The thought of putting our prides on the line in a duel to the last filled me with glee.
Ah, yes. That would have been a sight and a slaughtering to behold.
Putting aside the fact that these two are suddenly at each other's throats, this really does seem like Melchior, doesn't it?
Yes, but we saw him vanish in the Genesis Tower last year.
His body isn't artificial, nor is it shard-based like Mr. Brad's was.
The Overseer of the Garden of Thorns. Here I thought you were dead, and that I was finally free. No longer tied down by orders like, kill everyone until there's no one left to kill.
Ah, yes, my apologies. That must have been quite the mess indeed. But fret not. You're an enforcer of the society now. Congratulations on moving up in the world. You're now in the elite of the elite. Truly, I'm almost envious of you.
Shut up, you bastard!
That's quite enough from you.
Your unrelenting depravity remains as true as ever, I see.
If anything, it's gotten worse. This trash has upped his goading game from before.
Yeah, I'll give you that he's a grade A piece of shit. I hate his guts too. But your mental state's more fragile than I thought if you're letting weak-ass bait like that get to ya.
How can you say something so awful to your own sister?
All right, that's enough of that. Now that we've ripped the masks off of everyone but the soldier, I think it's time we verified our hunches. In particular, Melchior. What's the deal with you and the other vestiges? Apart from the brat, why were you all resurrected here in this time and place? Actually, let me rephrase. What do you mean to do with that white replica? And what are you trying to accomplish in this era?
Era?
That's...
Oh?
I suppose you are the Vagrant's vessel, after all.
Yeah, there's that keen nose at work again.
You never disappoint, Arkride. By the by, you said this time, yes? If so, I may need to issue an itty-bitty correction.
What kind of correction? Hey! What are you...
What the? We've gone back. No, wait. It's the other way around.
Did we just travel through time?
That's the only explanation which makes sense. Meaning what we're seeing is what this place will look like in the future.
Based on the state of decay, I would guess it's aged by more than half a century.
Time is irreversible under the providence of the goddess. This should be impossible. And yet...
Is that your goal, then? To create a situation which, by all accounts, shouldn't be possible. By appearing as an impossible existence like Dingo. You're driving in a linchpin to destabilize space-time. All to prepare for a storm that's just on the horizon.
Oh, did old Harwood give you a hint? Yep, that's the long and short of it. Though regarding Dingo Brad, he was nothing more than a limited simulation created by a Genesis. The storm of which you speak, on the other hand, will determine the very fate of Zemuria itself. It's a curse, yet also a blessing, in a manner of speaking.
The fate of Zemuria. A curse and a blessing?
Harwood went on and on about that too. Can someone explain what this storm actually is, please?
One could think of it as Zemuria being protected. From destruction by entropy, from catastrophes on the scale of the Great Collapse. And this protection is made possible by means of a of a safety device. This is both a blessing and a curse. It's a force more relentless than the sealed space or the vanished mirage. And more absolute than the steel wrought from fire and earth's fateful clash. Yet, there are those who do not believe that to be so. One such person being this country's president, Roy Gramhart. Evidently, his plan is well laid. Even the head of the society is willing to let it run its course, I hear. But you know how the saying goes. The best laid plans often go awry, and should that happen here, what would become of the world? That's where we come in. You can think of us as a contingency for that outcome. To be precise, our manifesting here shakes the certainty of space-time itself. You may be thinking, but why do this? The answer? To tell a lie, of course. A lie that can pull the wool over that safety device's eye and afford us a modicum of control over it.
A lie?
What in Idios' name are you going on about?
Seems the space program does have a hidden objective after all.
Essie, Young, and Mr. Jiskar. Many who I consider family are participating in the space program, but I've never heard about any of this. Even still, no matter the intentions of the project, the fact remains it was made a reality by the many people who poured their hearts into it. You say you're acting as a contingency for all that? Don't be absurd. As if a wretch like you could have good intentions. How dare you lump yourself in with them?
Catra.
Yeah, can't blame him for not buying that, given you're just about the furthest thing from good-natured as you can get.
Now that's hardly fair, Ix. I do have a sense of duty, I'll have you know. Or else I wouldn't have used the altar cores in the way Professor Hamilton requested.
Huh? What?
What'd you just say?
Oh, you didn't know? I assumed the Heretic Hunter or the group from the Empire would have told you in that Grimgarten place. Word is, because the professor gave this to a heinous criminal like myself, and due to other acts of an extreme nature, she landed a spot on the presidential office's secret wanted list, and the church has given the order to send her to the afterlife.
What? No. That can't be.
You sick bastard. You're just trying to get a rise out of us, aren't you?
Not at all. Harwood can verify as much. Oh, and perhaps the old lion can, too.
What he's saying is true. Incidentally, the Society is keeping its nose out of the matter.
Having long since left the church, I did not hear about it directly. However, I did become aware that Kevin was acting under orders from the Saint. So that's the judgment they passed.
Master.
Please, hang in there.
I find it hard to believe that Professor Hamilton would do such a thing. But it's true that she's been making questionable moves of late. Even though I hold her in high regard, I can't turn a blind eye to what you're all doing. Answer me. What are you trying to accomplish here in Anchorville?
Beyond what we've already done? Nothing. We've fulfilled our aims regarding the linchpins.
Hey!
How can you possibly expect us to believe a bunch of twisted villains like you?
I realize my word may hold little sway with you, but what he speaks is the truth. After all, this venue will not serve as the stage for the act that follows. You understand that, yes?
Though your skills are impressive, you're held back by your inexperience and naivete. And you should know, it is that naivete which will prove fatal in the future.
Wait! Who are you?
Unlike some of the others, I ain't got any of that sense of duty shit, but I'm having a barrel of laughs watching you squirm. You'll never claw your way out of the depths, Arkwright, no matter how this shakes out. I'm gonna enjoy seeing you struggle and writhe in vain.
Welp, it's been fun. Later, fixers. Yorda. What happens from here on depends on the dawn, but if we're lucky, maybe we'll bump into each other again.
Wait! Ix! Don't go! I'm not done talking to...
It was lovely catching up with you after all this time, Arkwright. Harwood. Oh yes, I have information that may be to your interest, namely about the Professor's other collaborators. There seem to be several other vestiges besides us who were summoned by this device. Which, as it happens, that Dingo Brad person used quite liberally when he was still alive. The first Grimcat and the Sword Hermit who made an appearance here are also in the mix, evidently. Oh, and about that other assistant of yours, Epstein's great-granddaughter, I wonder if she's with them too.
Grammy? And yes? What are you saying?
Oh, dear. Could it be that she spun a little fib? My heart bleeds for you if so. Nothing stings quite like being lied to by a loved one. Although, you may have only yourself to blame here. Well then, au revoir. Oh, and Harwood, I look forward to our next meeting.
As do I. What was that just now?
Oh no! I'm gonna be late for my party!
We're back.
Yeah. It's only 10 o'clock. Probably because of space-time coming to a standstill. Can't wait around. We gotta move.
Those are impressive results. I'll update your evaluation rank.
I'll be taking that. That's just about perfect.
I did nothing out of the ordinary.